I hate to say this, but in a lot of ways, it could suck being the one. And I think about it all of the time. And then, but I like took it there. So now I gotta get those feelings about my dad, because I don't ever really speak of this. And when he see it, he gonna know. Yeah, it's like winning is what they wanted to see, but now that I've won, it's hard to see it. And
what do you mean? Can you explain that? You said your dad seeing you win is hard to see?
a lot of people, my dad included, but he's the top of the spear. Growing up, my dad worked hard. He was a hard and working man. I know he wanted the best for me, right? I want you to win. You're the one, Dion. Go ahead and do it. Da 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 da. But now that I'm in the position, it's almost like you wanted me to be in the position because you didn't do it. And now that I'm in the position, you want to control me like a puppet and make me do everything that you could have did, right? Or everything that you wish you could have did. Instead of just taking it into the chin like, my son made it, I'm going to help him in any way that I can and not bring nothing that I had with me to solve my problems and to solve her problems and his and cousin and his and uncle and auntie and this and all these problems. But instead, I'm proud of you, son, which he never says. I'm proud of you, son. I love you, son. You did it. Great job. It's, well, we got to do this. Oh, this needs to be paid for. This needs to be done. As a man, but that hurts, right? And that hurts. Now, when I think of the word survivor's remorse, that's where my mind goes to. I made it, but now am I a slave because I made it?
Damn.
Right?
Dog, are you still trying to prove something to your dad or make your dad happy?
Who knows? Who knows, man?
Four-time Pro Bowler, but are you happy with you and your dad's relationship, how he respects you?
No, absolutely not. I'm not, and I'm man enough to say it, I'm not. I would want him to just man up and say he's sorry for some of the things, or I'm not perfect, and I understand that I'm not perfect. And I even gave the platform for him to say it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to fight you or be against you, but it's just like if you have to come and say sorry, you have to come and say sorry. If you have to come and say sorry with anything that you did with Mom, Kia, Crete, and Mariah, anything, you have to say sorry. I can't be the one to say sorry for you, right? And it wouldn't hit the same. But the relationship will get better because as I get older, I will learn better ways to make it better. But that day will come. Still love him to death. He still knows, but I'm just free with how I speak about it.
Seeing how you interact with your kids,
yeah.
It's a beautiful interaction, and I'm sure you realize how short life is.
Yes.
And I'm sure you realize your dad is closer to the end than he is to the beginning. And sometimes, as a man, which you have an amazing personality, you're extremely secure about who you are, and with that, sometimes it takes us, setting aside our pride and initiating that moment in that conversation, because I'm sure it will hurt you more to have him gone and not be here than it hurts you now to have to deal with whatever happened to get you in this mind state. So take that into consideration.
Right.
Because I lost my grandmother about a year and a half ago. And to lose someone, it weighs heavily on you. You don't want to live with that type of regret.
I think about that all of the time. And even with sliding the answers in front of you, you still don't look down and read the freaking paper and look at the answers that I'm telling you, it's worse. And I get it. I understand. But like I said, I know who I am.
Right.
So I've slid that paper. That's all you gotta do, pimpin'. This is it. For all of us. This is not, and I was the favorite. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was his favorite still, right? But this is what you gotta do for everything to just be okay. I can live with me and you, but I got moms, I got Kia, I got Crete, I got Mariah, I got Jared, right? Like I had a brother that wanted to change his last name, right? Off of a relationship thing. right? And it's just like, Pop, you don't see that? And if you don't, I'm telling you, and this is all you gotta do. How about just pick the phone up and let him know you're sorry and you love him? And if I'm telling you that that's all you gotta do and you can't do it, that's deeper than pride. It's deeper than this, it's deeper than that. And hey, it's just a little bit of what Doc go through and did it.
Praying you guys can get there.
But for real,
I'm praying
it
you
will.
guys can really get
And I have a lot of hope for it because he's a strong enough man to do so. But you never know. But you never know. Because I've tried every avenue, but you never know. Maybe him seeing it and hearing it and me talking to other men, it might, you know, who knows?
I think you're asking for accountability. You're asking for self-awareness, but you're also asking for humility, which I think is hard sometimes for men in general, but for black men and fathers, it's hard to say I was wrong, or it's hard to say I'm sorry in some ways. But we had Mel Robbins on the show, and we talked about the Let Them theory. That's her book. And sometimes you just have to let people be who they are. And you also have to come to grips within yourself that what you're seeking, you may never get.
I know it.
You know, and
Sure.
it's who am I if I never get this?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I? Who are we? How do we become whole if this thing we've been searching for or sliding the paper for never happens? Because that's the worst case scenario. And if you can figure out how you're going to move forward, how you're going to continue to be Dion, how you're going to continue to be successful, how are you going to continue to be the father you are without that and all the things you've created without that, then you know how to take that next step forward if it never happened.